camera, like not purposely.
Wow. No, we couldn't possibly do that, Sonny. Jesus.
No, I'm saying like not as an instructional is what I'm saying.
Instructional, like a YouTube video.
Right. Like I'm just gonna do it.
I'm good and high. We definitely got to talk about Daily Hiva.
What happened there?
We'll get to it.
All right, let me remove our ugly faces for a minute.
I'm gonna get my sweatshirt.
All right.
Play this. Let me share. Hold on. Wait. Let me share.
Oh yeah, that's what we got to do. We got to share.
Right.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. And we got to make the, what do you call it? The fucking
the watch party.
Watch party. Jesus Christ.
That's how I do
so
it.
Fucking old. I don't know what any shit means.
I know.
Share. Start a watch party.
Here we go. Start a watch party.
Did you add the link to it?
Huh?
Did you add the link, the login link? Not that anybody fucking clicks on it.
It's there. Okay, let me get this shit going over here.
Go ahead.
In a world with an increasingly complex jiu-jitsu landscape, these two complete fucking morons are here to break things down and give you their unsolicited opinions in the most offensive way possible. We're talking about the Old Man Grappling Hour. Tune in and listen, and we'll have you wondering where that hour just went.
Yeah. Ooh, so sexy, that intro, huh? I think it is. I think it's a very sexy intro.
Dun, dun, dun. Was that a dramatic entrance? Should I go back again and make it more dramatic? Dun, dun, dun. I missed the intro.
Why am I
there we go. Are you here? What are you hearing? Echo? That's the back of my head, I think. No, that's Ben, I think. There's Matt. Hey, Matt.
Why am I hearing shit?
What are you hearing?
I don't know what I'm hearing. Oh,
maybe it's a psychological deficiency, Sonny. Maybe we should talk about this thing. Are you hearing voices?
It's perfect.
Is it a little voice inside of your head guiding you to do horrible things?
Look at that. Look at that, guys. No judges needed.
NoJudgesNeeded.com.
Get your shit.
Go get your shit. This is the website, the beautiful website.
Is that Pete Molinelli?
That's Peter Molinelli. I think that's Ruben and Dan Martinez. Ruben Alvarez. We should have Ruben on. We should get Ruben on the show. Let's see.
There's Matt. Smothering somebody's face.
In the world. That's Marcos Flores.
Anyways, our promo code is OMGH, as you know.
Yes.
And you should go buy some shit so that
shit.
Troy
25% off at NoJudgesNeeded.com. Black belt owned and operated BJJ apparel.
Troy's like looking at his watch. It's the first of the month. That's why they're doing
I know, exactly. We're not forgetting it on the first. Make sure we get the website kick in.
How come I don't get this every fucking show, man?
These fucking stoners.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're fucking stoners.
Pretty much. I was gonna do a dab hit today before the show, but I couldn't figure out how to work that goddamn machine that my roommate has. He's got it hooked up to an electric heater, and it's more technology than I'm capable of. I can't do that to get high. I got my little pipe instead. OMGH
is the promo code. OMGH10 if you've already used the OMGH promo code.
$10 off spats, rash guards, and fight shorts.
Yep. Do your thing.
Yep. How's that blunt coming? You done rolling that blunt?
I haven't even started
yet.
You bailed? I'm doing all of this. Trying to get shit together here.
Chris Harvey commented on the post. What did Chris Harvey got to say? I can never look at the comments because I'm afraid I'm going to get the blowback or the.
And there's Lavender Lane CBD oil.
Lavender Lane. I forgot about that one. We haven't got anything with this fucking guy.
To say about our sponsor.
All right.
Of course, I don't think they pay us anything.
No, I don't think I've ever gotten anything from them fuckers. Yeah. We got that one care package.
Yeah. So this
No
is
one
your
gives a
last
shit.
fucking. This is your last fucking shout out, Lavender Lane.
Why the fuck not? It's honestly, Sonny. It's more about the feeling cool that we actually have someone that sponsors us more than
Fuck
anything.
them.
I don't. There's nothing in it for us anymore. I just want to say I got sponsored. I just want to feel like Joe Rogan for 20 minutes, 5 minutes. Hey man, Cash App, boom. He's the man, by the way. Got the bless his heart. He's like it's fun. He's like the dream that all of us up and coming podcasters strive for, right? Isn't that the thing? I don't know. You're gonna be Joe Rogan. Like I just fucking sold his podcast to Spotify for $100 million. Could you imagine that?
Oh
Could
my
you-
goodness.
Could you imagine? We could talk
Oh my
about it.
god. Oh my god. What a terrifying sight.
Just think about that though. Could you imagine?
What a
If-
terrifying sight.
Could you imagine? This is actually pretty cool. But we can talk. Let's talk. Let's be fun for a second. Could you imagine if one day someone said, "Hey, Sonny Parlin, Kevin Gallagher, we're going to offer you $100 million for this dumbass podcast that you guys do, you two stone son of a bitches."
I'd be like, you're stupid, sir. 'Cause I wouldn't buy this like that.
I would be like, Sonny, shut the fuck up. This man is obviously a genius. Wait till we get the check, and then we can talk about how ignorant he is for giving us idiots $100 million. But we can't even get fucking $50 and some free fucking hippie oil, some fucking Lavender Lane.
Yeah.
The fucking shit. Nobody's gonna give us $100 million.
Nobody wants to hear it.
We can't even get free weed.
But yo,
But-
the link for the show is in the description.
jump on the show. Come
We
talk
don't
to us.
we don't care who you are, what you
No.
think.
Just it's the weirder the better. Remember when the Fraggle called it? We never talked about that again. Remember when that guy that was the puppet? We clicked on the link.
I wish he would call back.
I kind of want to talk to him again. I kind of think it's like some kind of weird bot thing, like we've been hacked, or like
No,
they're
it's probably
we're-
just one of our friends fucking with us.
No. That was way more involved because after he got off, there was some link that I was afraid to click on that said, "Come join me at Fraggle Rockland, and you can see more of my content." It was just some weird shit. The guy probably like
It's in the
Like,
description.
it's in
The
the
link is
description.
the link is in the description of the podcast.
Who are you talking to?
Bill Murphy.
Bill Murphy. All right. Who's this? Spam. I got another fucking call. Hold
You're
on.
big time.
No, it's fucking the lyrics like at the call. If you see if you can read it, it actually says spam risk. I love it. Like, why would I ever answer that? Oh, sure. Let's see what this asshole has to say to anything.
I'm trying to roll a joint proper
Fuck it.
here, but
Fuck it.
or a blunt rather.
Yes.
I'm not
Roll that
doing a-
blunt.
not
Roll
doing
that
a-
blunt.
I'm really not doing a
Roll
very
that
good job.
blunt. You're not. But I love you anyway, man. Rolling a blunt's pretty easy, actually. Rolling a blunt's easier than
Oh,
rolling.
shut up. It's not as easy as everybody says.
It's easier than rolling a joint. It's you can't really fuck it up. The good thing about rolling a blunt is it's like no matter what you do, as long as you close the fucking thing, you're gonna get high. It might not be the best blunt, but you're still gonna be able to smoke that shit. You can't say that about a joint. If you don't roll a joint at least halfway proficiently, then you're fucked. You're never gonna be able to get that shit done.
Holy shit, did that work?
But what is going on in the world, Sonny Parlin?
Oh.
What's going on in your world?
There you go. Drinking a quarantini, it looks like.
What up, Bill Murphy? How are you, sir?
I got something, and it's not
What do you
about
got?
COVID-19.
What do you got? What do you got for us?
All right. So
I want to talk to you more about COVID-19 because I got to write that fucking article, but I'll get to
Oh,
it in a minute. Okay, later.
That's
Go
fine.
ahead, later.
all right. Now,
Ready.
I don't know everything, but
Okay.
people are up in arms. And this is what I do know. Everybody has contexts and domains that they understand, and other people will comment on domains they have no fucking understanding of whatsoever. Now, we got people up in arms right now because Jeff Glover said it's White History Month, and he said some other shit.
Mayonnaise month or something.
Yeah, it's Mayonnaise Month.
Mayonnaise appreciation.
And now they're saying, "Oh, Jeff Glover is a white supremacist." Well, anybody that knows fucking Jeff Glover knows he's not. And I'm saying this not as an insult to Jeff, but let's keep it real.
Yeah.
He's a pothead, boozer, grappler who says the first fucking thing that comes in his mind if he crashes on your couch, he'll probably piss in a soda bottle.
Yeah.
So he's not racist. Like he'll train with a black guy, a brown guy, a white guy.
I
And-
just want to say I officially forgive him for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
He
like,
just pissing your Gatorade.
I've moved on.
He was pretty funny on that Rob Compost or the ninja guy. That was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
especially he backed me up on Facebook the other day.
So he ain't a racist. He just says stupid shit because he's a fighter. That's what. Now look, there's some fighters are lawyers and some fighters are doctors. It's rare. It happens, but a lot of fighters made their
fighters
living.
are flat earthers.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, they made their living getting fucking punched in the head.
Justin
Or
Whaley, how are you,
shit.
buddy? Sorry.
Right.
What I say is this, man. Like I'm privy to Jeff Glover's Jeff Glover's Facebook presence and his comments. And he's definitely choosing a side. And I will not say that that is wrong or right. I will not comment on to his choosing of said side. But he's definitely, yes, he's crazy and he says all kind of weird things, but he is definitely pushing a narrative,
Right. He's saying I'm white. Don't give me shit about it.
Right. But some of the things he is saying, whether or not he wants to say that it's just, I don't care about anything. It's definitely pointed in a direction. I like Jeff Glover. I don't have a problem with Jeff Glover. I personally take a little bit of an issue to someone crying racism because you're right. It's Jeff Glover. Who gives a
It's fucking Jeff Glover.
I'm like, he's crazy. You can say what the fuck he wants. The guy, I love him. The guy thinks the world is flat. You know what I mean?
Right. It's
he
fucking
wants
Jeff
to-
Glover.
From that point on, now I love you, buddy, but we just can't have any more conversation.
Bro,
If-
he
if-
came up with a fighting style where you attack someone with your asshole.
Right.
No, he's
Now-
amazing. He's a jiu-jitsu.
No, I'm not saying anything. Bro, Jeff Glover is the man. But I'm
I
just
would
saying,
go far.
he
Just like
he
I
is
will.
he is creative enough to come up with a fighting style where he attacks somebody with his asshole.
Yeah,
He
Jeff
did that.
Glover is no more racist than any other member of white America that is just not conscious of the amount of racism that we live in. And I will say that. And you know,
and I'll give another example. So who here is a fan of Mike Tyson? I'm a fan of Mike Tyson.
I'm a fan of Mike
He's
Tyson.
my favorite fighter
now,
of all time.
I don't
Right.
like some of the other things, just like Bernard Hopkins. I'm a fan of Bernard, but I mean, I'm not advocating people go out and smoke crack, and he got his life right and all that shit.
Right.
But I got to meet Mike Tyson 3 times, and each time it was a different Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And in no circumstance did I ever fucking argue with the Mike Tyson I was in front of.
Of course. What are you, crazy? You disagree
Right.
with him.
It's Mike Tyson. Now, does Mike Tyson occasionally says things that are Mike Tyson-ish? Yeah, he does.
Right.
But I mean, this is Mike Tyson, so we
Yeah,
know
but
what he does for a living, and that's what Mike
Jeff
Tyson
Glover.
does.
Jeff Glover is not Mike Tyson in the regards. He's not a professional boxer. He's been punched in the head for his entire life. He has enough of his wits together. Now he's a very eclectic,
Right.
free-willed person that is also a jiu-jitsu savant. And that, jiu-jitsu guys.
Well, let's switch to
we're a little bit
Henzo.
credit. We're a little bit credit. Oh, Henzo, the same thing. Well, Henzo, but again, though, man, like I know what you're saying, and I'm not 100% sure of the Henzo comment. I saw David Aguzzi write something about it earlier.
What's this Henzo comment?
He made a quote. He
See
quoted
David Aguzzi. I'll see if
whether-
David Aguzzi wants to jump on.
Yeah, get him on here. Whether Henzo did it deliberately or not, Henzo quoted, I think it was Himmler from the Third Reich. He said, my loyalty is my honor. My honor is my loyalty. Now, I don't go around, except for making jokes, quoting fucking Nazis, but
No.
yeah. On the other hand, we're talking about Henzo. Henzo actually believes in his honor and loyalty stuff. Not only that, but his dad.
There's more to it than that, though, Bill.
But first off, he's a.
You legitimately think Henzo knew what he was doing when he posted that quote?
I don't know, but he's a Latin, and his dad sold arms to the communist guerrillas, and then was left out to dry by him, and was captured by the Brazilian military and tortured for it. And then Henzo and his brothers didn't have no dad for a while because of that. And I know now. Here's the controversial thing: he supports the Brazilian president, who's apparently very right wing. I get that.
That's
And
where we start to go with that.
Yeah, and then people make a big deal because he said, "I'm going to kick the ass of the president of France," but
Right.
Henzo thought the president of France was insulting Brazil. And if Henzo hears an insult about his person, his family, or his
Right.
country, he'll say, "Fuck you, I fight you." He don't care.
Right.
He could be talking to God or an alien from another
That's
planet.
all.
Say,
That's
"Fuck
all
you, I fight
cool.
you."
That's all cool. But I get that. But
How
like
would he fight the
Henzo is
president
now.
of France or
Henzo
just
is now. I think isn't he? isn't he some kind of ambassador for Brazil? or
Ministry
something like
of Sport. Yeah, he's in
that? Right,
charge of the
exactly.
ministry.
He's the Ministry of Sports. So
And
I mean,
his first move,
Oh, so he does have an in to actually get to do the fight.
Yeah. his first move as the Ministry of Sport was say to President of France, "Your wife's ugly. I'm going to kick your ass."
yeah, but
That's
the,
Enzo.
but that's I get that. But should these people be in political office? Should these people be in the?
Oh, that's a
public?
totally
I
different
don't
question.
think so.
That's
I
a
don't
di-
think so.
but that's
I mean,
just
but the
Enzo
president
being
of Brazil is just as fucking nuts as Enzo is. Like he's
Right.
probably crazier than Enzo.
So, but my point is, Enzo, like he's a Latin, so he's a brown guy, and he's not a racist. I don't think he's a
Right.
Nazi because the Nazis
Well,
don't like brown people.
He still should have proved. He still should have. Again, the reason why he shouldn't be in a political office is because he should have thought more about the ramifications of the post and the quote he's quoting from.
Now, I don't know.
Particularly as a member of the political fucking
Sure.
board of Brazil, which, by the way, is also being accused of turning into a fascist fucking state. So, like,
And it has
we
before.
should connect the
Yeah.
dots to the insensitivity of
On
that.
the other hand, I don't always agree with Enzo's actions, and Enzo has done some things where I was like, "Oh my God, what did you do?" And now it reflects badly on everybody for a second. But do I love his stories? Yeah, and is he funny? Yeah, he's just being Enzo.
Yeah, but
This is who he actually is.
I get all that. I mean, I understand he's just being Enzo. I can.
Now, he
I
may
can
beat
deal-
me
I
up
can
for saying
deal with
it,
that.
but like Enzo said, I love to read. Well, Enzo, you read fucking comic books. You're not kidding
Yeah.
anybody. Come on now.
No. Well, I mean, again, it's cool. I mean, it sucks that we have to talk about it. But it's fucking Enzo. Like, you're right. Who gives a fuck? It's Enzo Gracie. He has the problem. I mean, the problem in our society as of right now, and this is the real problem, is that we allow these demagogues to rule our fucking nature one way or another. Because the problem is people will say that Enzo Gracie has a position of authority in the world, and because we have social media and all the other apparatuses that fucking were linked to our entire lives, like they'll say, well, it's this person that has a position of authority and honor in the jiu-jitsu community is saying these insane things. Like, now there are people out there that are going to be influenced by him.
Well, I'm sympathetic to that point, but I want to give you an example. All the time, I got to point out to people that like a car mechanic, a good car mechanic generally has a fucking excellent grasp of physics. Like, they really have a good intuitive grasp of physics. And then we'll have some ignorant motherfucker who got a college degree say, well, this guy, he don't understand science. Well, that guy does science for a living. And then we got guys that are fighters, and they may not have the jargon or the language of somebody that went through a college program or somebody that got their education by reading this book and that book. But that doesn't mean they don't have a very specific and very deep education. They just talk different.
Right. I mean, they're intelligent, intuitive people.
Yeah,
Well,
they're incredibly.
Just to counter what you were just saying about someone having a platform, but this is the thing, right? We have the First Amendment, so people can say what they want.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I say too. I don't really give a shit what Jeff Glover has to say. I really don't. I mean, I like Jeff Glover. I don't care one way or another. I think it's funny. I don't agree with a lot of what he says personally. I don't agree with his point of view, but I don't think his point of view is, illegal and detrimental. The problem I have is this: is like, you can say, well, it's just Enzo. He doesn't know what he's saying, but like, now when things get interpreted by a person of authority, their nimble followers don't have the right to say, well, Enzo doesn't know what he's talking about. They take him literally. And you can say a lot of that in parallels with our current president. And I'm not trying to knock the guy. I'm really not. I'm just saying, to be honest with you, a lot of people will say, oh, president, he doesn't know what he's saying. He just says things. Well, unfortunately, when you just say things like empowering fucking white nationalists, or when you just say things that empower, racial intent, or empower, these fascist type regimes, like, you fucking people that don't have the luxury of knowing it's just Donald Trump, people that are, infatuated with the fact that you were the president of the United States, take that literally, and therefore take sides with
You're dead right. You're dead right.
fucking
Even
thoughts,
as jiu-jitsu coaches, Kevin, one of the things I try to make the new black belts and the new coaches aware of is, look, anything you say that 20-somethings in your gym are going to add
course.
Steroids to and gasoline to,
course.
you might say, fuck that guy,
Yeah.
and then they'll go beat him up.
There
You gotta
could,
watch
I
what
mean,
you
to be
say.
honest with you, I'm not even fucking around here. Like, if Enzo Gracie put a shirt out, or some asshole put a shirt out with fucking Goebbels You know, in the quote, they would be asshole jujitsu practitioners, purple belts and blue belts that idolize Henzo that would be wearing these shirts because they have no idea. And they start to think, oh, and that's, you know, and that's not just today. That's just the world, man.
On the other hand, Kevin, there's something weird going on because, of course, if we see the guy with the Hitler, we say, oh, that guy's a piece of shit. But then the guy wears the shirt with Che Guevara, and the guy killed all the homosexuals and the priests and all
I'll be
that
right
shit.
back.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I mean, what's the difference between the two images? They're both pieces of shit.
Yeah, you know, I agree, man. I can't defend that. You know, I really can't. The world's just so
weird.
Oh, it's just so weird anymore. And there's a part of me that's like, oh, it's just now. You know, like I'm that old guy that shakes his fist. Oh, kids these days, you know, they just don't know. But it's always been that way, man. It's just human nature. There's always going to be the masses, and there's always going to be people that are, you know, intelligent enough to see through or intuitive enough to see through. And, you know, we could talk more about some of our current issues in the world. You know, what I've been saying today, I just had this conversation with Troy Regano today. I was at the tire shop they're talking about it. It's about the idea that, you know, part of the major reason we're in the situation that we're in now is that we have such a lack of educated people because college is so fucking expensive, or people just don't have the means to go to college. And
is college doing a good job, period?
Oh, that's an even other. God, Bill, I just listened to that. Did you listen to the podcast I sent you yet? Did you listen to that one yet?
I must apologize. I haven't listened to it yet.
You should, because you would really enjoy it. It was I can't remember, Weinstein was his name. He was a former professor at Everest University or Evergreen University.
Oh, is that the dude that they drummed out? Yeah, shit.
Yeah. And then he talked about, you know, one of the reasons why he was drummed out is because he stood up about the fact that, you know, colleges and institutions are literally crumbling to the political correctness of you know, I don't want to say it, and I'll just say it the way it is, you know, liberal minded you know, constituents that are basically breaking down the scientific process to err towards the side of being more inclusive, and it's just ridiculous to me. I don't understand it.
Well, I'm going to say it this way.
When we think about things, just to draw the end conclusion, I'm sorry, just to say that, you know, we have as a society, you know, there used to be we were all fucking, you know, we're manipulated, easily manipulated, because that's just the way life goes. But like we drawn out of those dark ages through education, through better funding, through better money, you know what I'm talking about, to the point now to where it's almost like that education and that technology has taken over our minds to the point now to where we're just fucking victimized by it all. We're so fucking dumb. We believe whatever this fucking shit tells us because none of us go to college. None of us care about any of that anymore. It's just crazy.
Well, I'll say this. I want to apologize because my informing estate, academia, the universities, you know, and the academics, I think we let everybody down. What we were supposed to do is say, this is what we found, and this is the limitations of what we found. And it's true. We can do it like Spock, or we could do it and say, I went on a journey, and this is what reflective, and this is what I found. But we're supposed to also say, this is the limitations of what we found. And we don't do that as much as we should anymore. In the peer review process, I think it has big problems. My other estate, the estate of government, I'm a government consultant and contractor. I think both in academia, we've let the public down, and in government, we've let the public down. So it's easy for me, because it's not my estate, to look at journalism and say, oh, this, that, the other thing. But my own estates, I think we're in crisis. I think we've really let the public down.
Yeah. It shows. I mean, it shows in our current situation now. I mean, we talk about what we're going through in our country with the racial divides and the look at that guy.
What is that, a wingless bat?
You know, we talk about the racial strife and all the things that are happening in our country. And I'll tell you, I mean, I say it all the time. Like, it's less about, you know, police brutality is the symptom of the disease. You know, police brutality is what's happening because we have a majority of impoverished people that are turning to crime because they have no other means to escape poverty. You know, it just happens to be that the majority of impoverished people in our country are African American. So they're being met with the system that has turned against them, which is, you know, the criminal justice system. You know, all these fucking 3 strikes you're out that Clinton imposed. All these, you know, all these ideas of, you know, imprisoning and mass incarceration for drugs and minor offenses. And now you got career criminals that don't have a choice, and it's a generational thing. And it's been going on since slavery. You know, and now because people are so ignorant to thinking about the facts and they're angry and they're uneducated, they can't stop and think about things. So just say, fucking tear down the police. We're sick of getting fucking destroyed. And yeah, that's one part of what's happening. But the reason why that's happening is because, we've had generational racism that's been going on since fucking slavery times. It's continued over and over and over. And now we're in this situation.
Well, here's a funny thing.
Working on so many different fronts, but tearing down the police ain't the way, man.
Oh no, we need the police.
We need the fucking police. What the fuck? People are nuts.
Because I've been to a favela in a shanty town, and what you have when there ain't no police presence is the warlords there. And it's true, nobody steals or kills anybody without permission, but that don't mean murders don't happen.
Right.
100%. So I posted this case about Elijah McClain, and I
just saw that too.
Yeah, some people thought I was criticizing the police, and some people thought I was making it was about Black Lives Matter and the African American community. And in reality, the reason this case fucking tore me apart, because here was an autistic young man,
right,
and his autistic signaling was totally misinterpreted. Something which doesn't just happen with the police. And I'm thinking, well, shit, fucking Rain Man just got killed. That's horrible.
Yeah,
right.
I'll tell you, man. I watched that too, man. Kids playing the violin to the dogs and the cats. It's an unfortunate fucking offense, an unfortunate circumstance. I didn't see any fucking racial activity at all from that. I saw a kid that the police were like, "Hey, man, look, we just, it starts from all kinds." Yeah, maybe there was some racial profiling when whatever store clerk called and said, "Hey, we have a suspicious character that's walking the streets." So now the police, who are doing their job, say, "Hey, shit, this is a suspicious person with the hood on his face. We got a call about this. I just want to call and talk to this person." Now, when that person starts flipping out, like, police don't know you have autism. Police think you're crazy crackhead, because that's what happens. That's what you have to deal with every day, because I see it all the fucking time. So they tried to apprehend the kid. They tried to do it peacefully. They held him on the ground. And I don't know doctor from nothing, but I think maybe they held him on the ground for too long. Maybe they went a little bit too far with holding him down. Maybe those are all things that happened post. But I don't know that it was unjustified. I mean, I watched the video, man. It wasn't like they fucking beat the shit out of the kid. They tried to hold an aggressive person on the ground. What do you do now? You let the kid run away? The fuck no.
Well, Kevin, that's
what if he turns out to be a killer?
That's the funny thing. You know what probably threw the police off? If you've ever dealt with somebody that has they're high level functioning, but high level autism or high level functioning, high level Asperger's, he probably wasn't trying to run. So that's puzzling. And he wasn't trying to fight, and that was puzzling. But he was being spasmodic as shit.
Yeah, he was just intent on going home. And he doesn't, you're when you're autistic, you don't like people talking to you, and then probably his
or touching you.
Probably his. It's hey, what do you do, man? Like, and I don't think the actual restrictions are what harmed him. They gave him ketamine when he got there, and that's what killed him. They said something about the carotid artery thing, and that's another thing, like chokeholds. What the fuck, dude? Like, we're so fucked, man. This whole thing is so fucked. It's so backwards, man. Like, I see so many of my friends, and I just bite my tongue. They're like, abolish the police. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking idiot, man. If we abolish the police, you are going to be the most vulnerable one out there, because I know who you are.
Right.
Now, the funny thing is, police are going to come kick. You think the criminals are going to be like, oh, good job, guys. You fought a good fight.
A lot of the people in my network are vets. And or they're law enforcement or ex-law enforcement, and like they have arms and they have training and they're restraining themselves. They're always restraining themselves because they got rules of engagement. But if shit went down and anarchy came, they'd be the fucking warlords. They know what the fuck they're doing, and they're armed.
Yeah, no shit, dude. 100%. Like, it's we're already starting to see that a little bit in Chaz. I don't know. I think they already disbanded that shit. I think they fucking were like, all right, fuck you guys, we're done. no more of this dumb shit.
Second time in 90 days, Kevin, where locally and nationwide bulk ordering, you can't get 9mm and 223. And that tells me people are thinking like, look, something could happen. Yeah. I'm going to have my arms, Democrat and Republican, and I'll be ready for shit.
That's fucking frightening, man.
I think we need to lighten the mood a little bit. Can I lighten the mood?
Yeah, man, lighten it.
Talk. Let's lighten some shit up, man. Who we got there? Look at that fucking squirrel. Look at that little motherfucker. Look at that little motherfucker.
I love these. So these are bird feeders that are designed to keep squirrels from eating the bird food, right?
Well, how does the bird eat on it?
So this is what because the birds are way lighter.
Oh,
So because of the weight of the squirrel, the thing starts spinning. But somebody put the interstellar music. Can you hear the interstellar music?
I got it.
Well, look, he went horizontal.
That's actually pretty funny. I wish you people could see this. Well, some of you can, I guess. Dun, 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 dun. Is he gonna lose it? How long does this thing go for, Sonny? I'm getting dizzy watching this. I'm gonna smoke some more pot. That's fucking an awesome idea. Right,
That's what I'm gonna do too.
All right, turn the squirrel off. I love you, but this is making me nuts.
Let it go. Let it go. Wait till the end.
Oh,
Some
I'm rooting
doesn't.
for him.
Oh, you got it, squirrel!
Come on, man.
Come on, squirrel! Don't do it! Get the
You can do it.
seeds! This is
Goddamn.
actually kind of inspiring. Hey, that fucking squirrel, man! Oh!
Ah.
He fought all the way to the end.
Now,
So I know what I
interestingly,
want to talk to you about, Bill. Yeah, let's talk.
All right.
Let's
All right, here we
it's not
go.
necessarily lighting it up, but it's another topic we can talk
All right.
about.
Oh, great.
So you were on when we had the De La Hiva talk with Emily Kwan, right? And we
That's
talked
right,
about
yeah.
we talked
Emily
about
Kwok, yeah.
Kwok, the Amelia, what's her name? Shit. The girl Kamala. I just had her fucking name in my head.
The lady involved in the incident.
The lady with Dawn Vince. I just had it in my head and I fucking just went
What?
just away like that.
What the hell are you talking about?
De La Hiva allegedly had inappropriate connections with this BJJ world champion woman, and she left to go train somewhere else because she didn't want to. There was just weird improprieties between the whole thing. You knew about that, right, Sonny? You know about that? Yes, you fucking did. There's no fucking way in hell that you didn't know about. We've talked about it. It happened about 3-4 months ago.
Bro, the amount of weed that I smoke, are you shitting
That's a
me?
good point. De La Hiva, right? What's his first name? Will Ricardo De La Hiva coached Claudia something. I forget her last name. Doval, BJJ female world champion. There was a situation where they had some kind of odd sexual relationship. Claudia claimed that De La Hiva made it weird throughout the course of time and to the point to where she couldn't be a part of the gym there anymore and it didn't want to stay there. She was made to feel uncomfortable, so she left to go somewhere else, and it turned into a pretty big thing because it's De La Hiva. So De La Hiva denied it. He didn't really deny it, but he didn't really accept the fact it was any kind of sexual. And Claudia never really said that anything illegal happened. She kind of mentioned that, she alluded towards the fact that it was a consensual, sexual act or activity, whatever happened. So, De La Hiva now in turn, out of the blue, 3 months later, decided that he kicked all of his female students out of his gym. So he doesn't have female students at all training his gym anymore because because
That's
exactly.
a move.
Yeah, that's a power move, right?
Well, Kevin, here's my question. We know that there's female only programs. So if there's female, it's not.
He disbanded the female only program too.
Well, what I'm saying
female, no intergender, no female. He said down the road there may be a female only class.
Yeah, but in the universe of jiu-jitsu, there are female only programs like Shapes.
Yeah.
So if there can be female only programs, there can be male only programs.
Yeah, I get that. I understand your philosophy. I understand your philosophy on that, and it's if in the world of fucking equal fucking opportunity and equal pay, I get that, whatever, or fucking constitutional equality, whatever. But that's still it's bullshit. The reason why women don't want to train with men is because there's an odd, uncomfortable feeling of dominance.
Well, first off, I don't like grappling
don't
girls.
think it's stupid. I don't think that girls should. I don't think that there should be a separate class for girls and boys. I've heard the debates on it for female grapplers to say would help improve, women.
I think
train more.
I think they need both. I think the women need. That's what we do at my gym. We have a women's class that happens once a week, and then
But you still offer. Women can still take
Yeah, and then the women can come to all the other classes as well.
Well, I mean, and you're right. You're absolutely right, Bill. There's nothing illegal about it. I don't think there's. I mean,
There
they-
could
I'm
be.
sure-
Maybe it's
I'm sure there could
discrimination.
be.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
there could be some discrimination, but he chooses not to have women at his gym. And
It's
you
very
coming-
Elio Gracie.
yeah, it's a very old school approach. Like in the day, the Brazilians didn't have women at the gym. I think the biggest issue I have with this are the implications. I was going to write something about this too, but now I'm fucking high, so I can't think straight.
I know I'm so high right now.
I think the real problem with this is that it alludes to the evil little bug inside gym owners' heads that, you know, female grapplers cause problems. And if we can get them out, then we don't have to have the problems anymore, which is wrong, extremely wrong. You know, the reality of it is, you know, there's
Kevin Gallagher,
yes.
did you just say that female grapplers are a problem?
I was repeating a quote, yeah, but
Okay, all right.
I was saying that is sometimes, and I think you guys can all agree with me on that. There's some fucking notion sometimes that, like, when you allow females to come to a gym, because, you know, the problem is males and females are both going to have, you know, it happens. You're in the same room together, you're sharing intimate situations. You know, you guys are both fit, you have similar likes. There's going to be hookups that occur.
Well, Kevin,
And-
this is what I would say. So for years, it's irritated me when there's a disco activity at the gyms. On the other hand, I have had many people get married, so they meet their people. You know, I mean, what are you gonna do?
The problem is this, you know, again, I don't know, you're too grown up. The problem is this, I can't tell you how many times I have seen in a gym where you have a boy and a girl, they end up dating, it comes apart for whatever reason, and one of the two sides is unhappy about it.
Right.
And
And
then
there's the coach, you're like,
Yeah, and then you're caught up in the middle, and then what will happen is one of them will quit, and it's usually the girl that quits because she doesn't want to be there anymore. And it's upsetting. It's not cool because then it costs you business. So I don't agree with that. I believe, you know, I don't think as a coach you should sleep with students because that's bad. I just don't think it's right. I don't think it's right at all. It's particularly in the circumstance, no matter if it was consensual or not. I think De La Riva should have had enough wherewithal to realize, fuck, I should not take advantage of this girl because I am a position of authority over her, and there's obviously an attraction because of that. You know, I'm a legendary jiu-jitsu fucking practitioner, and I'm going to bang one of my students. I think he should have known better. And again, nothing illegal about it.
for sure it wasn't because of his pectoral muscles. He don't have none.
He's a skinny old fuck. I guess it goes down to the point of, you know, his reaction is definitely not very progressive. You know, what he should have done, in my opinion, I mean, we could talk a little bit about what you feel about like the old school route now, but what he should have done is said, look, I fucked up. You know, I had relations, because it already appears he kind of said that. He was just saying she was upset because no one ever said sexual assault, but it got out in the media and it was hinted towards that. I don't think anyone ever said there was anything illegal that happened with you in the relationship.
I think if there was,
Unprofessional.
if there was nothing,
Unethical.
I think if there was nothing illegal that happened, then I think people shouldn't be talking any shit, and they should just keep their fucking mouth shut about it.
No, well, yeah, but that's here nor there. I mean, the idea is like this guy, you know. So what happened? The whole story was, you know, I think Claudia hit him up because she broke up with her boyfriend, and they had kind of a paternal relationship because she's been training there since she was a kid. So I guess she was talking to De La Riva, and De La Riva said, I'm going to come over. You can give me a massage or some shit like that. Who the fuck knows? And the massage turned into some kind of sexual thing, blah, 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 blah. Then after that, like, she no longer wanted to have the relationship, and De La Riva was making it awkward for her to continue to train there, which is not cool. It should
Right.
happen.
That's for
Right.
sure.
And the idea to say that we shouldn't be talking about it, well, we should be talking about it because it's unfortunate for females to have to deal with that from, and it's bad enough they probably have to deal with it from every asshole at the gym.
Well,
that
I
wants to
just
bang
think
them.
it's unfortunate. I mean, like, I'm sure De La Riva doesn't want this press, and
Well, then don't fuck your fucking student, man.
Kevin,
You know,
how
don't
I'm
be
going
a
to
fucking-
answer this
There you go.
is going to surprise you. I'm not going to answer it as a coach or a practitioner. I'm going to say, You know, this is why I'm really glad that the leukemia chemotherapy chemically castrated me, and this is why I don't take testosterone, because I don't miss this shit. I mean, look at the fucking shit that happens.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. This is why I don't take testosterone. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to worry about that. Honestly.
I would say this. Thank you for sharing, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, God, it causes people to act like morons.
I'm glad you got that off your chest.
Jesus Christ. People fuck everything up for this.
It's true. It really is true, man. And like, so like, it's just like, not only, listen, now you look like a double cunt because not the girl, the guy, De La Hiva. Now you look like a double jackass because not only did you not come clean and say, look, yeah, you know what? Because what the whole underlying current of all this is, well, you know, I'm a hot motherfucker. She wanted to have sex with me, and she got upset about it. Like, who gives a fuck? Fuck her. There's nothing wrong with this. Not wrong with it at all. You know what I mean? Which is wrong. That's the old school mentality. That's the old school, like, yeah, we bang. What the fuck we want to bang? Who gives a fuck? Ain't my fucking fault. Fuck this bitch. She wanted it. She had it coming. You know, that's right or wrong. I mean, you know, whatever you believe, that needs to go away. That can't be right. That can't be happening no more. And then, you know, he doubled down on it. He could have just said, hey, look, you know what? I had a relationship with this girl from a position of authority. It was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I made her feel uncomfortable, and I'm very sorry about that. In the fucking story. Boom. Everybody moves on. Everybody happy. You get to look like a hero again. You know? That's it. But instead, he doubled down and makes it even worse and goes back to say, well, fuck these bitches. These crazy bitches. We just can't have them around here no more. Because all they're going to do is cause problems. And they're going to claim I raped them, and I'm going to lose everything and tarnish my name. What the fuck, dude? I mean, can you at least agree with me on that? I mean, what do you think about that, Billy? I know Sonny doesn't. I don't even think Sonny listened. I think Sonny's just. I think Sonny
the
might be
funny thing is, when these things happen, I don't just think about the people involved, but I also think about their spouses. So if I'm De La Hiva's wife and this controversy comes out, what am I saying to De La Hiva?
Well, you know what, though? Again, though, that's on you. You fucked up. You shouldn't have banged your fucking student. Now you deal with the repercussions.
Now, I want to say something else. I've got a lot of respect for De La Hiva's decades in jiu-jitsu and his contributions, and I think it's wonderful. But every time, if I'm around De La Hiva, I try to give him some article of clothing because it sets him free, like Dobby the house elf.
So what's up with you with these poems lately, Bill? When did you become so poetic? And there's a part of me, again, I read them all. I've dabbled in some poetry myself, William. Maybe I'll post one. Maybe I'll throw one up there for the Facebook. But I'm not that guy. I don't want to fucking be that fucking asshole. Maybe I'll throw one up there just for you. And I kind of get what you're coming with. I know you're trying to use lighter words to help rejoin the world, because I know we're looking at hard times. What are you thinking about when you write these poems, Bill? What's really going on inside your head?
I'm watching. A lot of times, my heart is breaking for what I see.
Yes,
and
I agree with you.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how to reach. It's like that Rutger Hauer scene from Blade Runner, Tears in the Rain.
Tears in the Rain. Oh God, you're such a wealth. I love you so much. It's one of my favorite scenes of all time. It's just like Tears in Rain. These memories will soon fade, just like Tears in Rain. God bless you, Bill.
I mean, I carry a pistol, but what wouldn't I do to pull out that pistol? And I see somebody that's hungry and you want to feed them. Right. And then you see people throw their lives away and like, you just want to convince them like, no, give yourself another chance, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't have any skill at it, but like, I don't have words to really convince people. So I'm just going to go to the side and say, this is what I'm seeing. This is my dance. And I hope you have a good life. Don't fuck
I hope
it up.
so too, man. I just, that's the one thing I don't like about the world right now. There's so much decisiveness. There's so much fucking people are just at each other's throats, man. It's insane. Yeah. It's insane to me. It's crazy to me. I saw a little girl get berated by some fucking grown-ass man because she works at a coffee shop, and the coffee shop requires you to wear a mask when you order your fucking coffee. She even had a box of masks to give him. She said, here is a mask, sir. Could you please cover your face while you order your coffee, because the city of Tampa requires us to do that. If not, you have to go outside and order from your phone. And this old man went nuts, almost to the point where I felt like I was going to have to step in. It was that crazy.
Oh, you were there?
It was nuts.
Why didn't you tell him to shut up?
I was going to. I was very close. The girls and the managers were handling it. The manager came out and they handled it well. If he would have gotten confrontational, I would have fucking ended him, because I know those girls and I come in there all the time. But I was definitely like, hey, buddy. Like he looked at me and I was giving him a fucking like, you need to calm the fuck down look. And I think that was what eventually like made him leave. But it was ridiculous. It was insane to me. It's insane. I just don't get it. I don't get that. I can't get that. I can't understand that.
Kevin,
I just can't.
I
Not
mean,
wearing a
why-
mask.
why did- I still don't know why people bought toilet paper.
No, I don't get it either.
Well,
But
Kevin,
like, I don't. Well, tell me what you think about that, and tell me why I'm wrong. Play devil's advocate for me, Bill, because I know you're smart enough to do that. Tell me why I should understand why it's that much of a burden and that much of a violation of your constitutional rights in light of all the millions and the hundreds of ways that our rights are constitutionally violated every fucking day. Like right now, everything I'm saying is being
there a
recorded on
question
my
in our
goddamn
future,
cell
sir?
phone and fed
Take
through
your
a marketing
question.
apparatus. So tell me why it's that big of a deal and why people feel like their fucking rights are being so violated.
well,
Because
here's the
they're
devil.
being asked to wear a mask for 15 minutes when they walk through fucking Walmart that they could take right off when they walk back outside again.
Here's the devil. There's a few devil's advocates positions. The first one is,
Right.
okay, government, you're telling me I got to wear a mask, but you've done nothing but lie to me for months.
Right.
That's the first one.
Right.
Second one is,
Which isn't necessarily true, by the way.
right. Second one is, I'm not sick, so why should I have to wear a mask?
Right. Well, that's the reason that's already been thoroughly explained hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times because when you wear a mask, yes, it doesn't block the virus from coming into your system, but because the virus, when it's expelled from your system, is attached to larger droplets of water, a mask will stop that from being spread to the general public. So you're not necessarily pretending. Fuck you. It's better than not wearing a mask, you dumb
Right.
shit. You know what I mean? It's may
Third
not
argument
catch
is-
it all, but it's probably going to catch a few things if you wear it.
Third argument is, I've already got the antibodies. I've tested positive. Here's my antibody test results. Why do I got to wear a mask?
Because what the fuck? Why the fuck not? It's just being fucking stupid. First of all, there's probably not that many people that legitimately have an antibody test to show that they're positive. So that one's almost defunct. Even if you do, like, you just wear the fucking mask for fucking 10 minutes when you're gonna go buy your goddamn Cheerios. Come on.
So mad.
It's fucking ridiculous. And I'm
Fourth-
sorry. It's
fourth
fucking
one is-
ridiculous.
Fourth one is,
So mad.
I'm a black guy. Elijah McClain just got killed for wearing a ski mask.
Right.
You kidding
well,
me?
but you're wearing it in fucking. That's just stupid. You're just being an asshole now. You're just trying to fuck with me now.
You asked me to play devil's advocate.
Yes, I guess.
That was the assignment.
All right, I think
who wants to wear a mask? Somebody come on here and tell me they
I
shouldn't
think I
wear a mask.
can. I think I can.
Somebody
do
come in and
a,
argue with me.
I think I can do a better job to playing devil's advocate.
I
Right.
know you could.
Please.
No, I know you could. Tell me. You're just gonna piss me off. You're just gonna say mean things. You're
No,
gonna make me angry.
no.
What do you want to say? Tell me.
I'm not going to be mean.
No, tell me legitimately.
Oh my god! All right.
I'm listening.
So, I think there's a lot of people that have really looked at the data and they've realized that this isn't the death sentence that people have said it is. And they're realizing that a lot of the people that died early on died due to straight up negligence. Straight up negligence. Like there were many people in New York that were killed by being ventilated. They just were fucking doing it wrong. They were doing it to people that shouldn't have had it done to them. They were just fucking killing people. I mean, these are horror stories that come from nurses in New York. And
Yeah, but I mean, like, I get that, but how much of that is valid fucking research? I mean, how many cases of people that were ventilated unnecessarily that caused death? How much is that rampant?
well, let me finish my point.
And what viable research is done for that? Aside
me
some
fin-
fucking nurse with a YouTube fucking video.
let me finish my point. The point is, people are looking at the numbers. They're seeing people that have gotten this thing and recovered from it. Yes, there's been some outlying cases where people have gotten very sick, and there's been obviously a lot of people that have died from this. But I think people, based on the numbers that they're seeing now, as things are moving forward, are probably just thinking to themselves, this doesn't warrant me wearing a
But
mask.
what numbers are they looking at? Are they not looking at the numbers of fucking?
I'm not
the devil's advocate.
We had
They're-
10,000 new cases in Florida.
They're
the
not
last-
looking at the numbers of new cases because the numbers of new cases don't matter.
It's the number of deaths.
The
But
number
what-
of deaths is what.
Well, hold on.
matters.
I'm not the devil.
so
I'm
how-
not the devil's advocate anymore. So I'm now. I'm gonna.
Bill,
now I'm gonna
Bill,
question
you
Sonny.
tell because I trust Bill's
Yeah.
statistics. Tell us about that death toll. Tell us about the death.
Well,
numbers.
before we go there, the areas of the world that routinely deal with epidemics that kill, that are airborne, routinely wear masks. So we got one here. One landed on our soil. Why wouldn't we do what the areas that deal with these things routinely do to manage them? So you
Well,
wear a fucking mask.
I get no. That's the rational thought, and I get both of you. I believe me. I understand Sonny's point of view. I don't agree with it because
Hold
I
on a
think it's-
second. That's not my point of view.
No. But
I
you're-
personally wear masks.
No,
when I go places that
but I
require it.
understand what you're saying, and that helps me. I get that. I just think that those facts are horribly fucking. I get the idea that people think they're being lied to. People think it's all bullshit. It's all conspiracy. But I also think that leads back into my previous conversation.
Well,
How we're so fucking ignorant anymore.
I
No
do
one fucking-
believe. I do believe. I don't. I won't go so far as to say that we were lied to, because I don't think anyone is so fucking fucked up that. Well, maybe they are, man. Maybe I'm naive. But let's
Yeah.
just say, let's just assume for a second that people are at least trying to be honest about this shit. I think what's happened is a lot of misinformation has come out. There's been like, it's just like a fucking wave after wave of misinformation coming
I
from
think-
reputable sources.
I think the scientists and the scientific community erred on side of caution. But I mean, if you look at the number of cases in other countries and how they have flattened the curve, and then you look at what the United States is doing, we're going fucking straight up in an upward trajectory. Like, it's a frightening thing. And so, like, right now, and this is where I am with it. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna give this fucking thing another month. I promise you, because I do believe in science, and I do believe in the science of the topic, and I believe that throughout the run of this thing, the numbers are going to stay constant. So the numbers of infected cases are going to rise with the number of deaths, which is going to rise with the number of hospitalizations and ICU visits and all those other things. Like, I firmly believe that you are going to be fine. Bill might fucking not do so hot, but like, me and you are going to be fine. The majority of the people I know and love are going to be fine. But yeah, that's what I want to know. That's what I want. Because at the end of this month, if we get to a point to where fucking there ain't bodies stacked in the fucking street,
like, did you see that?
they can all kiss
article?
my fucking ass. I'm fuck you. I'm not playing this game no more.
Did you see that article that I posted the other day that showed the perfectly healthy 16-year-old boy that died from COVID?
Oh no, yeah, but he had he had diabetes and all kind of shit like that.
Dude, he was morbidly obese.
Yeah, I know.
And he had his blood sugar
I
level
saw.
was 10 times what it should have been.
Bill, okay, so I agree with you, Sonny. Bill, you're very privy to the stats, to the numbers. So tell me about the death toll and the death numbers as our numbers of cases have risen. And I saw Justin Whaley did just come on there and say that the abundance of new testing is part of the reason why we're having more positive tests. And I get that. That's 100% true. But it's also very, very true that the lack of social distancing through bars opening and
Well, he's incorrect, though. He's incorrect. No offense to Mr. Whaley, and I don't know the gentleman, and so please don't take offense.
He's
Mr.
a EMT, I think, with
All right.
fire department.
That could be true, and it would be true if the positive test to negative test ratio was holding constant or decreasing. But because from the first week of May, it's increased from 1.89% to being just shy of 16% now, that means more of the test results that are coming back from the tests that we do are coming back positive. So the disease is spreading. That's what that means mathematically.
Yeah. So the question I'm asking is how have the numbers changed throughout the course of all of this? So have we stayed constant with death, hospitalization, ICUs, as the number of known infections has increased?
Well, we've got several pieces of good news. One is a very common steroid, dexamethasone, decreases the amount of ventilator patient deaths with COVID-19 by about a third, decreases
Right.
the oxygen supplementation patients with COVID-19 by about 20%, and also, just as importantly, may decrease people that survive from having lungs like mine that are scarred.
Right.
So that's huge. Women that have been on metformin for 90 days before presenting with a severe case have much better outcomes than women that don't. More research is needed on that. And there was just some studies done that people that are on certain types of statins may fare better.
So obviously we that's the point I'm trying to ask. So like we have the research and the developments over the course of the last 3 months.
Cayenne pepper. They say take a lot of cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper,
I sent you guys the flakes. Did you see that?
You did. I got them.
Yes,
That's
thank
good.
you.
What has that had made an effect? Have we started to or are we now starting to see? Because I trust you, because I see all that kind of shit, and I see like Fox News says the world's gonna end, or Fox News says everything's fine. CNN says we're gonna die. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know what to fucking believe anymore. ABC, NBC, that's all fucking bullshit. I don't know who to fucking believe anymore. So I ask you,
I'll tell you
has
three
the
things.
number of deaths increased or has the ratio maintained the same as the number of infections has gone up, or have we done well with our advancements to help keep that death toll down?
The death rates have continued to improve. However, the exceptions would be if an area got overwhelmed and didn't have ICU capacity,
Right.
then
It
the
would
death
cause
rates from every
would go up.
ICU necessary cause would go way up.
Right.
But generally, I think the death rates are improving, and they're going to continue to improve. Every month that goes by, we get better specific treatments for the specific patient types.
Right.
And that's why you want to delay getting the virus if you can, because if you present with a severe case and we know how to treat your specific case, that means all the world of difference.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. The second thing I'll say is I think a lot of the people that are being blasé about what it means if whether you're a young person or an old person that survives being on a ventilator, if you've never seen what it looks like when a person is on a ventilator for a couple fucking weeks, it's pretty fucking bad. And I'll tell you something now. And geez,
I can't
maybe I should.
imagine it's a nice experience.
No, it's horrible. I mean, people get schizoid.
Well, you get that you're
It's just horrible.
you're in induced coma most of the
Yeah,
time.
it's just horrible. And I guess I shouldn't say this on a video, but if I were to go into a hospital, I want to sign paperwork that says, don't put me on a ventilator.
Oof.
I don't want the ventilator. I mean, like, you understand what I'm saying between the lines? Like that, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on a ventilator. Now, sometimes if you've got a quadruple bypass, you might be intubated for a while. That goes with the territory. But for COVID-19, nope, just fucking shoot me. I do not want to be on a ventilator.
Yeah, I mean, I
Well,
hope
this
so,
has
man.
been a fun-spirited conversation. Let me tell you.
Like I said, this is where I'm at now. Like I am 100% behind all of these things. And it's unfortunate now because I don't know what the fuck to do anymore. I just hope if we don't start seeing hospitals being overrun, ICUs being overrun as these numbers start to increase, because obviously dude, COVID's everywhere now. There ain't no fucking backing out of this shit. I have made myself comfortable with the narrative that it ain't that big of a deal, because that's just where I have to live now, because fucking COVID is everywhere. Shit is everywhere. It's all over the fucking place. So if I don't now, in the next month or so, start to see a drastic increase of fucking deaths due to this shit, then I'm just fucking over it. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going on about my life. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I'm over. I don't talk about it anymore. I don't give a shit. I'm done.
So,
So-
that's the point I've been at for like 2 weeks.
I'd like to make
I'm giving it a little more time because the numbers are increasing pretty drastically.
Anybody remember the old Yul Brynner commercial? Just don't smoke. Remember that one? Just
Yeah.
don't smoke.
Just
Cool Yul
don't
Brynner,
smoke.
the half
Yeah.
gypsy guy. Don't
Yeah.
I would make one
Was he
request.
gypsy?
Yeah, he's half gypsy. Total. I mean, a very interesting guy. But I would make one request of everybody watching for the time being, for the next month. I know there's there's a cost to it and all that stuff, but if you would, for the next month, just for the next month, if nothing else, please, unless you're antibody positive, wear a mask.
Yeah, wear a mask, man.
Could you do that for the next month? Just like if you were going to the brothel at the Bunny Ranch, wear a condom. Could you do that for me?
God, you only have to wear it for fucking 20 minutes. You only got to wear it when you go to the goddamn. You just put one in your
Right.
car, man. They sell them everywhere now. Just put one in your car. Quit bitching
You're-
about it.
You're
Quit
only
bitching
at
about it. Do it for a month. Do it for a
Kevin,
month.
Kevin, you're only at the brothel for 20 minutes.
No, I'm not all night long. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna go eat. I love you guys. I think I'm
All right, ciao, guys. I love you. Talk to
Yeah,
you
be
later.
good, bro.
All right.
Take it easy,
Yep.
homie.
Ciao.
Sunny Pilot, my dog. You want to call this thing? Or what? You got anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to fucking? How are you feeling?
Dude, I'm totally fine. I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for it to get my test back.
Is
but-
Robbie doing okay? Robbie's good.
Yeah, Robbie's fine. In fact, he got the okay to go back to work.
Yeah,
So
cool, man. I my knee's still fucked up, man. My knee's bothering me.
did you get
God.
tested?
No, I haven't got tested yet. I have an antibody test I'm waiting on. I gave blood last week, so I'm waiting on my antibody test to come up from that. I don't know. I forgot to order it. My boss from the bar said he would buy me a test because he had a I haven't been working there, but one of the guys that worked there tested positive. So he said he would buy a test for
Why
me
don't
to
you
try.
just go where it's free? It's free.
Because it's not free. The free ones you can't get unless you're showing active symptoms.
No, bro. Like down here, you can fucking just drive into the UTC mall and there's
Really?
Yeah,
It's
just
free? You sure?
Dude,
You
I
sure?
I literally just did it.
No insurance, no nothing?
No, they don't, dude. Insurance. No,
Yeah.
they just take your name.
Oh,
They take your
oh.
name and your birth date and your phone number.
We're all being played. They're just taking our information. It's DNA testing. They're gonna make clones. of
She
us.
swabbed my nose.
That's gonna,
and
they're making
then
clones
we
of us
left.
all, man. They're taking all of our genetic material, so you can have it on file. Watch us through the 5G towers. It's all
you don't
fucking
believe that,
plan. It's
do
all
you?
fucking conspiracy. It's all fucking Bill Gates jerking off right now. Ah, I fucking got him. God, I hate this fucking world. I'm so fucking.
I know you're
like,
so
bullshit.
angry right now.
I am. I just can't help it. Everybody's making me crazy. I can't escape the ignorance on everywhere. People are just so fucking nuts. People just want blood. They don't care. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, man.
What did you think about? Did we talk about the couple yet on the lawn? Did we talk
I don't
about?
blame them fucking people. I'll tell you this: the thing I had problem with the couple is, did you see the inside of their house? Did you look? Their house is the most god awful. Like all I can think about when I see that house is Jesus Christ. These are the two biggest douchebag lawyers I've ever seen in my entire life. It like screamed fucking new money cunt. They had like plastered walls and like there was a fucking like big domed like mural on the ceiling in the fucking like stairway for like the fucking Sistine Chapel. Was like, who the fuck do these people
I have
think you are?
no issue with them protecting their property. You know,
No,
but
me either.
I just think the way they went about it wasn't very smart. Like,
Why do you say that?
oh, dude, I talked about this at length today with Rob Kahn. Actually,
Yeah.
we were laughing our asses off. Tactically, the mistakes that those people made were fucking hilarious. First of all, there's 500 people. Okay, 500. Right? You have an AR that has 30 rounds, and she's got a pistol that's got maybe 7.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody wants to
Th-
die.
Right. But if that crowd decides to rush you, you
Well,
might take out a few people.
Yeah, but they're
dude,
not.
you're getting-
That's the same reason why the Jews never won the fucking Holocaust, because none of them wanted to fucking die. You know, they overran. There's a classic scene. It happens in fucking.
But the people could have.
human
There was
fucking-
enough people there that they could have surrounded the house.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they
but
were-
nobody wants to die. In order for
and-
that to happen, 20
but-
of them got to die.
you don't know if there's people in the crowd that had guns too. And if
Yeah.
people started firing at you, it's like you don't even know.
Well,
What
yeah,
are you going to
they-
do? Fire into a crowd
They,
now? because
you're
you-
right. There's lots of ignorant things happen in that scenario.
Right.
But the
So
idea
I'm
is,
saying the better idea would have been to stay in the house where you have cover, right?
But-
and then wait until people are on your property before you start fucking pointing guns at them.
Right. You're right.
You know what I mean?
Thanks for
That's-
breaking that down. I think the idea is the morality of it. And I think they were fucking totally justified. People
Oh,
were kicking,
yeah,
people were fucking, people
100%.
were fucking, there was a lynch mob breaking down a fucking doorway into their fucking front yard. right or wrong. You got to protect yourself. I'm not gonna die for this shit.
But dude, those memes, I'm not gonna lie, have been funny. Like when I shared the other day, it said straight out of Applebee's.
Yeah,
Holy
that was pretty
shit.
funny. That was pretty funny. They have been crushing those poor people. I saw a good one too. I saw a couple funny ones. They were some
Yeah,
good ones.
dude, there's been some fucking golden ones, man. There was one where the guy was standing in front of a thermostat and he's like, who
Yeah,
changed
who
the
changed the
thermostat?
Those people, man, they fucking got it. I mean, they did what they did what they had to do. They wanted to protect their fucking house. They fucking bought this beautiful monstrosity of a fucking horribly tacky fucking palace they lived in.
Yeah.
They want to protect it. God, it's so ridiculous. Go Google that if you can. Go Google like images of the interior of their house. It's fucking insane.
What are their names?
Oh, I don't know. White people from St. Louis. White armed lawyer from St. Louis. I'm sure that's gonna pop up. Anyway.
Right, I'm searching.
Yeah. I just don't know what's going on in this world anymore, man. I'm just so over everybody's shit. People just everyone's just out for fucking blood. And all my friends, I just talk to people. I'm like, God, what are you talking about? I get it. Everybody's upset. Everyone's angry. And I still blame Donald Trump because he's a fucking cunt. And I'll tell you why I blame him. He's been sowing the seeds of this fucking divisiveness from day one, man. He really has. And that's the only if people ask me why I hate him, that's why I hate him. I don't give a fuck about his politics. It's not my politics, but I don't give a shit. You know, I don't think he has a clue about foreign policy, but that's, whatever. That's the guy who got elected. That's the way he wants to run shit. My problem is like his divisiveness, man. He's literally dividing this country. He's fucking empowering, and the entire platform is based upon, fucking aligning with this malignant nature of our country. People that are just fucking, God, they're not just like quietly racist, like outright racist. And he's taking these people that have the little thoughts of the past in their mind and then empowering them and making them be like, well, fuck yeah, fuck these black people.
Bro, there's nothing you can do about that. Like Bill Burr talks about when he does a comedy show, it's like, he's like, sometimes, shit starts to turn into a rally and it's like, guys are like, yeah. He's like, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about crazy people.
Yeah, but Bill Burr's not the president of the United States, man.
But what I'm saying, there's nothing you can do about crazy people.
Yeah, but you can also not pander to them. You can tell them that's wrong. He panders all that. No, he doesn't.
Oh my God.
He does not, honey. He does not. Don't even say he does. He does not.
This is the thing that bothers me about liberals.
He does not. He fucking
you won't even
he out the side of his mouth, he goes, that's wrong, but he gives him the little like, go vote for me anyway. Fucking shit. He does. God, talk. Tell me your side.
All right. I'm going to ask you the same question.
Ask me the same question
that I've asked every other person, and they still have yet to give me a legitimate answer.
Ask away. I'll see what I can come up with. If it's a stupid question, I'm going to tell you it's a stupid question.
Send me one piece of factual evidence that Donald Trump has said something racist.
I mean, so here's where we find that gray area of fucking fun. Okay. Right. You don't have to be a racist and be outright racist with the thing you say, but by not denouncing racism and by pandering to them in order to get votes, which is
I have personally seen
he pandered to the angry fucking butthurt public for fucking half a decade. 6 years, 7 years to get elected in the office. Those are the people he dug out from the dregs of society to come out and vote for him. And then he empowered them, and it became a cause. And people like yourself, they were on the fence, got caught up in the fucking foray. And
no, I voted for Trump because I was sick of basically political correctness.
Yeah, right. Which is exactly what he fucking took advantage of.
Yeah.
Because your idea of political correctness isn't a racist thing. You're just sick of the bullshit. But the problem is when you eliminate political correctness, there's also people out there that political correctness is used for to protect the world from.
What do you mean?
Fucking white nationalists. that fucking. I mean, good dude. Look at all the fucking white nationalists in this fucking. Yeah, he's not
We're-
racist.
we're-
Look at the right. Maybe he hasn't said anything racist, but he's put his goddamn head speechwriters are fucking on the white nationalist fucking board, man.
Like I said, has he
Right.
said anything racist?
No, you're right. He never has. You're absolutely right. He's never. But I mean, his intent. I mean, he's done plenty of racist things in the past. His the what is it the Central Park Five when he took out a fucking full page ad to put these black boys in fucking jail because they were fucking thugs. That's not a. You don't say anything racist. That's the problem with America. No one says things racist.
How about
It's
the
just
fact that,
in the back of their mind they think it.
how about the fact that he brought the black unemployment rate from 7.6
I
down
don't
to
even talk about that bullshit. That's on your fucking. That's on whatever nonsense fucking numbers he's fucking projecting. Unemployment went up because he fucking stilted the fucking numbers. I don't even want to fucking talk about that bullshit. I don't care
Stilted.
about. I don't care about. Like I said, I don't care about his politics. I really fucking don't. I don't. As far as I'm concerned, Democrat, fucking Republican, they're all fucking assholes. The Democratic and Republican.
but I'm
system,
talking about
it just
something
swings back
positive
and
he
forth.
did for the black community.
That's nothing to do with his racist fucking remarks and his racist intent and the way he talks about things and the way he's divided the country over and over and over.
He's
again.
also said that he's willing to sign the police reform bill that the GOP has put forward, but the Democrats won't even debate the bill.
Well, but it's full of fucking ridiculous Republican fucking bullshit that they fucking it's unsafe for the fucking country to fucking divulge. It would be against their constituents' fucking best interest. They
Have
don't
you
just
read
say
the
fucking.
bill?
No, I haven't read the bill, but I imagine it has things in it. I don't know. Have you read the bill?
No.
I don't know what the fuck, dude. I'm just.
Well,
I'm
I'm not-
guessing. There's a
I'm not
reason why they don't
making-
sign
I'm not
things, and it's not
making a
just because
smoke.
they want to say "fuck the Republicans." It's because maybe it didn't work out. And believe me, the Republicans have done plenty of fucking bad shit to take things out of the works.
I'm not, but I'm
good
not
bills.
assuming anything about the bill. All I'm
Right.
saying is that they have reacted. The country spoke. The country got pissed off and spoke
Right.
and said, "Hey, we want police reform."
Right.
The Republicans drafted a police reform bill.
That was probably horribly inadequate, which is the reason why it wasn't signed by the Democrats.
Well, we'll have to figure that out maybe for the
Well,
next show.
I'm guessing that's the reason, Bill. Sonny, I don't think they would do
Bill?
it just to be real. I don't know. I'm guessing that's the reason, Sonny. I mean, I don't believe we live in a country, but at the end of the day, dude, like it's politics, man. Like the fucking Republicans have done so much shit to fuck over the Democrats and to fuck over the country just because they don't want Democrats to take the credit. And you know that's the truth, man.
I don't
politics.
know that that's the truth.
Yes, it's 100% the fucking truth.
I-
Man. It's-
I
it's-
totally
if you're
disagree.
if you disagree with that, you're lying to yourself, son. You
Bro,
really
I
are. You're lying to yourself.
100% disagree with you.
Then you're
That
fucking.
Republicans are.
Then,
That's like
then you're
me
just as
saying-
lost as the rest of them.
Okay, so that's like me saying.
That's just like saying Donald Trump has been
Bro, that's
picked
like
on
me
more
saying
than any
all
other president in
Democrats
the
are
history of the
evil,
world.
and if you don't agree with me, then there's something wrong with you.
Well, I mean,
That's basically what you just said to me.
if you
basically
don't
just
agree,
said-
with me, then I get it. But I'm telling you, you're wrong. I'm just telling you, 100%
Okay,
flat
so
out wrong.
you
And
just
you're
called out
being-
the entire Republican Party for being completely Machiavellian, and all they care about is taking credit
No.
for shit that they didn't do.
I didn't say that.
Or something like-
no
what-
way I said that.
what did you say?
I said that if you think that the Republican Party hasn't done things to smite the fucking country and to defaulted on bills and not sign bills just because they didn't want the Democrats to take credit because
Oh,
it didn't. Like
I'm not
you're
saying that
fooling
the
yourself.
Republicans are perfect. I'm not
Right.
by any means. I'm not
Right.
trying to say that.
Right. All I'm saying is it's politics. Sometimes Democrats don't fucking sign off on shit. Sometimes Republicans don't sign off on shit. And it's the political game that we play.
But see,
Everybody's
the
got to
thing
get
that-
reelected.
The thing that upsets me right now is that the reason why this is the most talked about issue in the country right now is
Right.
police reform.
Right.
So by the Democrats know by blocking this bill that they can take the campaign and use the campaign and make the campaign about police reform. Right? But if they go with the bill, then the problem gets solved.
So maybe that's the case. I don't know that that's the case. Do you know that's the case? I personally would think it's probably not a very good bill. That's just what I think. Maybe it's a shit bill. Maybe it doesn't cover all the points. Maybe it doesn't give enough reform. Maybe it gives too little. Or maybe it gives too much. Who knows? But for whatever reason, the Democrats didn't believe it was right to be signed. And that's their right. That's the country we live in. Maybe they do want it to be a political issue for the presidency. Maybe they're all intermingled.
You'll see when they campaign on it.
Of course they're going to campaign on it. Who knows? Trump's going to campaign on some shit too.
You know what's gonna be funny though is watching them debate.
Oh God, I don't even want to talk about this. Is if we don't fucking end up in a goddamn civil war before the fucking election. There's fucking people fighting in the fucking streets with guns. It's ridiculous. We're insane. This election is going to be the. I don't even care anymore. I'm just so over it. I don't give a fuck. Biden's a fucking idiot too.
Both parties do things to undermine the other. I would say that bill was 1,000 pages on nonsense that could have fit 10 pages in plain
Of course it
English
is.
with
Of
a.
course it is.
Well, there always are.
Of course they are.
I don't know why they do that. I don't know, like why can't they draft like
Why
there's
can't they do
a
that?
there's a law that we should pass that I think you would agree with. You ready?
Right.
You whenever you draft a new law, it has to be written in plain English so that the public can understand it.
That would be cool, but we don't live like that's the thing. We don't live in a democracy, man, and we never have. We live in a republic, which is we have democratically elected officials that make decisions for us. Like we kind of sign off on laws here and there, but they're the ones that write the laws. So like the system works, and the system works pretty good. So if you want to go set up your own fucking government, I mean, go try it with Chaz. Like we've been doing this shit for 200 fucking years, man. It ain't great. It's really not. There's a lot of things that can be fixed, or a lot of things that be changed. But good God, bro, it's better than most, man.
Well, hey, look, we can end on a good note.
Yes, it's not a good one.
The
I'm hungry.
The good news is Trump is going to be reelected, so we don't have to worry about it.
I don't know. You know, I wouldn't say anything's possible, but God, I don't know, man. He's fucked up so much, Sonny. This COVID thing is going to be a big deciding factor. This month will really show how bad things are going to get, and I hope they are fine. I hope they are fine, but I don't know, man. He's such a fucking idiot. What do you think about the Russia fucking paying bounties for Afghan soldiers thing that Trump knew about for fucking months?
I haven't heard anything about it.
Jesus Christ.
No, I mean, dude, I've been literally spending my entire day setting up my Fiverr.
That's funny. Anyway. All right, dude.
Yeah, it's been an hour and some change. So
we got one in.
Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit anymore. What do you got? 2 people listening? My mother. I think even my mother hung up on us. Justin, I love you. Thanks for sticking around. It was fun. We should have had you on to talk some shit, but now I'm gonna go. It's too late. Go to nojudgesneeded.com. NJN. Get you OMGH. Get you 25% off your first order. NoJudgesNeeded.com. OMGH. 25% off your first order. Lavender Lane. OMGH. I don't even know what the fuck a discount is. Go buy some hippie shit from them. Sonny Parlin, I love you, man. I do. I miss you. I love it that you're wearing we were talking about Hitler Hinzo and you're wearing the food dose. I just recognized that. I just saw that.
I had to do it.
All right, dog.
All right, peace.
Peace out.